Right, so good morning, everyone. Today we are discussing about types of products, and prior to that, we have discussed regarding the product characteristics in the previous session. It's about relative advantage, compatibility, complexity, trialability, observability. Yes, we have completed that, and today we are getting into the types of products. So here, product classification. It has been taken through its durability and intangibility. Yes, so just we have completed with the product classification of the first point in the previous session is about tangible products and intangible products, durable products and non-durable products. So here, tangible, we can easily able to touch that product, we can able to see that product, we can able to check that product with its quality. Whereas intangible, yes, few of the products are there. Maybe I can go for naming it as like some of the music CDs, probably with respect to the amount of some of the online classes through YouTube, correct? Purely intangible. Here, at least online classes are going on through Cisco WebEx. You can claim that, sir, I have attended the session, correct? Give me attendance for that. You may claim that. But if some other student is claiming like, sir, I have watched your video through YouTube, as like you have shared the link, and give me attendance, correct? It's going to be quite difficult task because that is purely intangible in nature, correct? Durable products where we can use that product for the longer duration of time, as we have given few of the examples as like furnitures or else any kind of metal products, and non-durable products are also available. So purely we can go for taking a simple non-durable product as like ice creams, vegetables, correct? So we cannot go for storing that for the longer duration of time. Within a day or two, that product will get spoiled, correct? Services, yes, we will be having services here which are completely intangible in nature. So where we are trying to focus more and more on the types of products based upon its classification, majorly three. But at the same amount of time, when it comes to the consumer goods, again it is going to get changed as like a convenience goods, frequently used. Maybe staples, groceries, vegetables comes into the category of convenience goods. Impulse, in the sense, maybe we'll not be having any kind of planning for buying. Just we saw that and immediately we would like to buy that. Emergency, yes, there is no fixed question of do we need to buy yes emergency products. There is no fixed question as like that. So why we are studying all these things into the brand management with respect to, especially with the second product classification, that is based upon consumer goods. It's going to be a biggest question to most of the students. Correct? The thing is so simple. If we are proceeding further with the convenience, impulse, and emergency, probably we can able to label the brand what exactly we are trying to convey the messages to our clients. Maybe I can go for naming it as such like a convenience goods. So do we need to label the brand for that? Probably not. Because even though if you are not going to label the brand, automatically it is going to get sell it off because it is required on a day-to-day basis. So some of the products which are going to get labeled for that, what do you want to say? Yes, some of the products will be there in the market. Probably I can go for naming it with respect to the amount of rice. Yes, sir, frequently used. Staples, groceries, regularly we are using. In spite of that also, the labels has been fixed. Correct? So what it happens in case if I'm not going to put the label for that? See, that's not a problem of fixing up any kind of label for these frequently used goods. But if you are going to fix it up the label, then that should be one of the unique product. Correct? Maybe let me make a note here as like a Nestle Maggie. So here Maggie is noodles, correct? Whether we don't use noodles in India at home. Yes, most of the homes they're going to prepare noodles at home, correct? Then why do we need to buy noodles from the stores? Okay, maybe because of lack of time. By but the question is like why Maggie only, or else why EP only? They have created the uniqueness over there with those products, correct? That is how it is one of the a different approach where people they are willing to consume that because it is being labeled as a unique brand. So we got a main point here why branding is important even for the frequently used products. So if your product is one amongst the general one which is available in the market, 100% sure label is not required or else a brand is not required. At the same amount of time, if it is away with a best and best amount of uniqueness, yes, try to have your own brand. So what about emergency products? What happens in case if I am going to label it? Yes, in that also, if you are trying to showcase your uniqueness, medicine can be called as with that particular content with the description. Yes, it has been clearly mentioned as such like what amount of dosage of medicine or combination of medicine is available. In spite of that also, we are trying to find out the same medicine with that particular brand. Reason behind that, that combination may not be available with other general medicines. Correct? That is the reason here Even though it is a consumer goods, branding is very much essential. That's the point what we have discussed with respect to the first topic of product classification under the consumer goods. Then the second one is about shopping goods. It's about homogeneous shopping goods and heterogeneous shopping goods. So what is this homogeneous shopping goods is all about? Yes, so people, they will be having their common mentality, a topic in terms of buying that particular goods segment regularly. Maybe I can go for naming it vegetables. Yes, can be labeled as like homogeneous. All the food items can be labeled as like a that particular homogeneous. Whereas jewelry cannot be considered as like a homogeneous. That is heterogeneous. Few of the segmented group of people, they would like to buy jewelry that is not based upon a regular or routine basis. Correct? So, why do we need to differentiate this homogeneous and heterogeneous? The first answer is about to look into the target audience. And the second point is about to create the brand name for that. Because homogeneous shopping goods, majority of the time, you are trying to target for the day-to-day usage, and the frequency of sale is more on that. So that you need to keep a view on volume of sales under the homogeneous shopping goods. Whereas heterogeneous, instead of volume, value is being considered under the heterogeneous shopping goods. Correct? That is how the system works always with reference to homogeneous and heterogeneous. And probably we're going to discuss about specialty goods in the next session. Thanks to everyone.